Hey, what is going on, you guys? This is Rocket54 here, and welcome to the 12th episode of Life Stories. Now, guys, before this video goes out, I just want to say that I've got like 2 other life stories that I can share, and then like I don't really have any more because I have like some really, really good ones, but they have some pretty mature themes in them, so I can't really say what they are until I'm like a bit older. Maybe I will like in, I don't know, maybe in the summer. I don't know, like, because like, yeah, because like, but like, don't worry, because like I still like, because I have some really good ones that I can't really say, but they're really good. So when they do come out, they're pretty funny. But I changed up the gameplay in the background a little bit. I was playing Black Ops 3 Zombies. I know it's on Shadows of Evil and not Dare Eisendrach. It's because I don't have the Awakening DLC or the Season Pass, so don't hate me. But yeah, guys, so this is gonna be about one of the stupidest things I ever got in trouble for. So let's just get right into the story. Now, I've been going to this camp, like this summer camp, for my past 3 summers, for a week. Like, because you can only go for a week. You can't go in like for 2 weeks in a row. I don't even think you can go for 2 weeks period because like you can't even like because you can't go for 2 weeks. I think the only time you could go for 2 weeks was in the summer of 2014 because where I was there was a teachers strike in my school district, and like so pretty much like the teachers strike, like they said, if the summer is longer, we will give you 1 more week of camp, so then you could go for a second week that year. But other than that, you can't go because then they have to put you on a waiting list and stuff. But anyway, so now this place is a Christian camp, but it's actually really fun. Like, they've got so much stuff in the water you can do. They have a climbing wall. They have like this swing that goes up in the air. It's very, very fun. Now usually on the second to last day, I think it is, like at night, they usually have like a dance at camp, like at my camp. So like this was like one of those, like it was one of the dances. And now like I'm not gonna get into like details because like some people wanted to stay, some people wanted to go, and then and our counselor said that our cabin had the opportunity to go back to the cabin if we wanted to, but that would mean everyone would have to go back to the cabin. And I'm not gonna get into too much detail because I know it would make this story way too long. But long story short, the people that he ended up asking everybody what their thoughts were, and my counselor asked somebody if some people could stay, some people could go, and he said sure. So I'm one of the people that stayed. Like, I was the only one that really wanted to stay. Half of the people wanted to go back to the cabin, and then the other half, they didn't really care what they did. Like, they didn't really care if they went back to the cabin or if they went to or if they went back to the or if they stayed. So kids that wanted to go back to the cabin went back, and the kids that wanted to stay stayed. So it was about me and 3 other people. Now there's this. Now me and this one kid. We're gonna come up with a name for him. We're gonna call him Jared. I don't think he'd really care if I use his real name, but just in case, we're gonna call him Jared. So me and Jared, I'm hanging out with him, and he was hanging out with these girls. And now for some reason, him and the girls he was hanging out with, they were just complaining that they were really cold. Like, it was definitely a cool night, but like everyone there was freezing their asses off, but I was just sitting there, like, and everyone was in like a t-shirt and shorts, or a t-shirt and a skirt if you're like if you're a girl. But yeah, like, I just was not even cold. Like, I was sitting there in a t-shirt and shorts on cold concrete, and I was not even cold. Like, seriously, I was actually feeling quite comfortable. Like, everyone else was cold, but I was just sitting there like, yeah, I'm not cold. And so then, like, I'm hanging out with him and these girls, and then we go into the place where the dance is, and then we're just like sitting at a table just talking. And then right when the dance ends, like when we're supposed to go back to our cabins, me and Jared are talking with the 2 girls, and we're like near the trampolines and the tetherball court at the camp, and we're just like standing there talking to them. And then so then this is where this is like where it starts. Like this is where something happens. So we're saying bye, and I hug one of the girls, and you see, saying bye, I'll see you tomorrow. So then I hug one of the girls, and then the Jared hugs the other one, and as soon as he's done hugging her, I'm like, hey, me too. So I hug the other girl, and then this is where something happens. A female counselor or a female staff member walks by, shines her flashlight right in my face, and goes, hey, 6 inches! Now you're probably really confused by what I just said, but this camp has a pretty strict rule about kids of the opposite sex staying 6 inches away from each other. But the thing is, like, I almost felt like saying I'm kind of one of the people that started that, because I kind of am, actually, because, like, in my first year, when this wasn't a rule, we would go, whoa, friendship distance, and we'd, like, put our pinky finger and our thumb out in, in Y in sign language. And we'd be like, whoa, friendship distance, like, because I'm kind of one of the people that started that, but I didn't say anything. And, because, like, the reason why I say I kind of started that is because the first year I was there, it wasn't a rule. And then the second and third year I was there, it was a rule. And this happened, like, during the third year when I was at this camp. So then, like, she's just, like, yelling at my face, 6 inches! And I'm like, ow, because, like, she shined her flashlight right in my face, and she was yelling at me. And then, Jared says to me, he just made things worse and was like, Liam, what were you doing? And I'm like, let's get the hell out of here. So then, like, me and him were sprinting from the trampolines and the tetherball court, because that's where we were. We sprint from the trampolines to the stairs. Now, guys, this camp has, like, the longest staircase I have ever seen. Like, seriously, it's one long staircase that goes down. There's no curves, it's just straight. And I actually counted there's between 89 and 91 stairs, for that staircase. I don't know the exact number to this day, but I know that it's between 89 and 91 stairs. I'll have to count it again when I'm there this year, but seriously, like, that is a lot of stairs. So, like, because and guys, what makes matters even worse is we had to go up and down those stairs to clean up our cabins and for breakfast every day and meals and stuff. And, like, if we wanted to go swimming, we had to go down there too, which really sucked, because 2 out of the 3 years I've gone to this camp, because 2 out of 3 years I've gone to this camp, my cabin's been downstairs. And so we're standing by the stairs, and we're just, like, laughing about what just happened. And then Jared says, wait a minute, weren't we supposed to check in with that Zeke guy? Now, Zeke was he was actually, because they actually have, like, a film course there, and the year before, Zeke was one of my film instructors, and he was a counselor this year. And when my counselor said, for those of you that are staying, when you leave, tell Zeke, so that I know that so that, like, we know where you are. And then so we're like, okay. And then Jared's like, wait a minute, weren't we supposed to check in with that Zeke guy? And I'm like, shit. And so then we have to sprint all the way back. Guys, that year I was not very well in shape. I've gotten way better in shape now, but back then, like, I was not in very good shape. From about last summer, I wasn't, like, when the school year started, I got way better in shape, because I actually walk, like, 18 kilometers a week, because my house is a 2-kilometer walk from my school. But yeah, so, like, we were sprinting there, and, like, it only took us, like, 20 seconds to get from the trampolines. Well, not even 20, probably like 10 or 15 seconds to even get from the trampolines to the top of the stairs. But then, like, he's like, wait a minute, were we supposed to check in with that Zeke guy? And I'm like, shit. So then we have to sprint all the way back to the trampolines. I'm really out of breath. I'm like, I was, like, really out of breath. And then we see the 2 other kids from our cabin that had also stayed there. And we were like, And they're like, where are you going? And we're like, we gotta go check in with that Zeke guy. And he's like, no, you don't have to. We already did. And I'm like, and then we're like, oh, okay. And so then we just head down the stairs to the cabin, and then like, yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. Like, I didn't really get in trouble for it, but like, because I didn't exactly get in like actual trouble for it. Like, she just said, hey, 6 inches, and I thought I was gonna get in trouble for it the next day, so I was a little scared, but I was fine. And when we got back to the cabin, our counselor was like, so did everybody have a good time? And I'm like, yep, I sure did. And then Jared was like, oh, Liam, because he knew what I was talking about, but no one else did. And then and I was just like laughing about it. And then my counselor said, well, good, because everybody that came back to the cabin enjoyed themselves too, so I'm glad everybody got what they wanted. And so that's basically the end of the story. Like, I just thought it was really funny what happened when she shined her flashlight in my face. I just thought that was really funny. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this story. Subscribe for more content, and remember, you guys, whenever getting in trouble over hugging girls at your summer camp,